right side of the screen. Usually I'm on the left side.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Interesting.
have always been on the left, and I'm still on the left.
Huh. I thought they. Huh. I don't know.
Bro, my setup is still clapped because United lost my suitcase and my mic's
Yeah,
in it.
that's
My
fucked
camera's in
up,
it.
bro.
I
United,
know.
what a surprise. They're the shittiest airline.
Yeah. I would argue that you wouldn't have flown on them. They're Jetstar. They're like Australia's budget airline. I think they're worse than United. But United was pretty bad. Bro, I timed it from
Yeah.
Miami, from leaving the Airbnb in Miami to walking in my door at my house. So the
Yeah.
total travel time was 31 hours. And 24 hours, 24 hours of that was on a plane.
Yeah, I wasn't
Um,
jealous of that part at all, bro.
Nah, dude, it was hell. It was hell. It felt like torture. The
Yeah.
flight we went on, which
Yeah.
is Dallas to Sydney, it's the 13th longest flight in the world. I looked them up. It's 17 hours, and there's one longer one. It's like 18 and a half. It's Singapore to New York. You can fly direct Singapore to New York. And
Yeah.
here's an interesting thing that I don't think you would know. On that flight, it needs to be so light they don't have economy class. It's only like premium and business because they
Okay.
need the plane light enough. If they had economy, it would be too heavy to make the trip. It's that long. Like
Did you
it
fly
wouldn't
which
have enough
class?
We flew. We were booked economy, but we got upgraded both times to premium. So,
How?
dude, so the first time, I think the lady that checked us in had a crush on Josh. She was like,
No fucking way.
yeah, she was like super flirty with him, like kept brushing her hair back. Um, and you know, like in a group situation, because afterwards I was like, dude, she had the biggest crush on you, and Josh was like, how do you know she had a crush on me? It's like in just situations you can see which person that person is looking at. Like it was so obvious. And then on the way back, Josh just straight up asked him before we got on the plane. He was like, we just flew here from Miami. My back's sore. Can you upgrade us? And they looked through and they're like, yeah, we can upgrade you. So we got to upgrade on the way back as well.
Wow. It turns out many things in life you just gotta ask. That's
Bro,
crazy.
straight up. Josh said his mum has a rule, like just always ask for an upgrade, and apparently it like works like 90% of the time. And you travel a lot, so you should do that as well. Just ask if
I
you
should.
can upgrade, because they normally have free upgraded seats, and they'll just give it to you. So
Yeah.
that's a travel hack, bro.
Sometimes a little
Ah.
flirting gets you a long way, bro.
Dude, 100%, 100%. Alright, tell me give me your life update. I saw you look like you had a fun.
Imagine being an attractive girl. Your whole life is on easy mode.
Dude, it would be, yeah, like times a million.
Yeah. I think the top tier guys live a worse life than the average females.
No, what the hell? Dude, completely disagree. What did you just say? The top
Okay.
tier guys live a worse life
Okay.
than an average female?
Not the celebrities, but the top 1%, okay? Just imagine on Instagram. The top 1% guys get equivalent DMs that of to an average girl. Can you see my perspective?
Agreed. But I wouldn't say that's a better life.
Okay.
I wouldn't say. I would say top 1% dudes don't get anywhere near the amount of attention that mid tier chicks in their
Attention, yeah,
prime.
you're correct.
Like,
attention
attention and
is the
DMs.
better word.
And
Yeah.
that's something that we think is cool. Chicks actually, I mean, just like attention, but it's like, that's not. Bro, let's say you go to somewhere in Southeast Asia and you use a boost on Tinder and you get 1,000 likes.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you even want the likes of 990 of them?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Like, a lot of the
that's fair
attention you
point.
don't even want, and I think chicks is the exact same.
Yeah. Actually, I just did that on Tinder.
Bro,
I did,
bro, tell me, where are you? What were you doing for New Year's? Who were the girls in your Instagram story? Like, where are you right
Okay.
now? I don't know anything.
I'm
You're still in China,
I'm still
right?
in the same city.
Okay, so you're still in the same city.
Same city, yeah, chilling. Actually,
Okay.
all right, we have so much to cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, just living my life. Not much, actually.
How come you chose this city that you're in?
It's
stick
an
around.
ancient city, and no cars are allowed inside. So basically,
Wow.
it's that type of vibe. Like all the buildings are two-story highs, and
Damn, okay.
and it's all on marble ground, paved, like the uneven ones, and you have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
walk the entire thing. Yeah.
Okay, so you're like doing like a kung fu arc. You're in an ancient.
Yeah, this is the Chinese Bali. Like,
Oh,
ish.
okay. So it's that place. Yeah. Is
Yeah,
there
yeah,
a
that
beach
kind of
nearby?
No, but there's a huge lake.
Okay.
You know, when
And it's
people
very
burn out,
hippie?
this is or they want to find a fling, just de-stress, they come here. That's the type of
Okay.
vibe.
Okay. So it's very like, is it like hippie, like free living kind of vibe, or?
Well, there are two cities. One is there are 2 hours drive away from each other. One is right next to a huge lake. The other is this current one I'm staying at is under 5,000 meters tall snow mountain.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, do people do snow sports and?
No, it's way too dangerous. It's not
Okay.
the regular type of hill.
Okay. And why? Because you're normally always just constantly traveling. Why did you choose to settle down in this
Because
particular
I've been
city?
traveling for 2 months, like Navy SEAL for the last 2 months, and I need
Yeah.
some relax time. Yeah.
Bro, I feel that, man. I feel that.
Yeah, I figured you're pretty burnt out from the. Did you went on the cruise already?
No, my family's on the cruise. I'm in the house by myself, my family house.
Didn't you
So
go?
I skipped the cruise to go to Miami instead. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
And I booked in Miami. I'm going back to Rawai in February 1st. So,
What?
3 weeks. I know.
Rawai
I-
again?
Yeah, back to Rawai. Dude,
wow.
I just... It's because the accommodation there's cheap. I know everything there. I like the gym there. The weather's good there at the moment. And I just... Dude, I've been back in Australia less than 24 hours and I'm sick of it already, man.
I get that, bro. I get that.
I was looking forward to coming back. Bro, I have a lot to speak on about Miami. I do not like. I think you need to be incredibly rich.
That
Miami
is so
super
true.
humbling. Have you been?
Yeah, no, I haven't. But I felt like for Paris, New York, you know, those are the type of cities you need to be rich in order to get into certain venues, in order to get the most out
Yeah.
of it. If you're just a regular, like for me, like all the New York exclusive parties, the skyscrapers, the high-end parties, I'm not allowed to get in. Actually, I wasn't even aware of it to begin with. And I get the same feelings when you say you're sick and tired of it. I remember every time I go back to New York and I take the train from the airport back in the city, how disgusting, dirty, homeless, urine, rats, you know. Ew. And all the people,
Yes,
like
bro.
they're the darker color, they're very rude, they talk
Yeah.
very loud. Yeah, I hated it.
Okay, let me give you a brief. Miami, we stayed on Miami Beach, and we stayed in probably like the most expensive part. We couldn't leave the house without, like, we went and got coffee and breakfast. Josh got pancakes and I got like a chicken wrap. It cost nearly 200 US for 2 coffees.
Really?
Like just like at a basic cafe. And that was normal. We couldn't leave the house without spending a few $100s just on meals. Like, we were in the bougie part of Miami, which we didn't know. We went out and checked out the nightlife once, and I thought the nightlife was really mid, but it was very clear that it was like there were more exclusive and expensive nightclubs that there was no way me and Josh could get into because,
True.
dude, the table, like, the door fee was like $500 on some of these places.
Jeez.
We didn't have girls with us, so we're not going to get in that way. But like, there were nightclubs. You know Nelk, the YouTube channel Nelk?
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
They
they
have
they
the
put up a
daddies.
story. Yes, Happy Dad.
Happy that
So the Airbnb we were staying in, literally like 200 meters down the road, they were at a nightclub and we were just lying in bed and like watching their things and we're like, God damn it. They're like, we can literally see where they're partying, but we can't get into that club. They're like,
Wow.
because I don't know, there's so much, dude. So the nightlife sucks unless you have a ton of clout or you are rich as.
So true, man.
And like crazy expensive. Most people spoke Spanish. It didn't feel like America. It was so weird. And
Really?
like
Wow.
the service was really bad. Like a lot of people were really rude.
Yeah, you're true.
Yeah, it made me miss Australia. And then I got back to Australia and I was like, wow, it's so good to be back. And then 12 hours later, I was like, Dude, I hate it. I hate the suburbs. Like, I want to be back in Thailand.
That's why people say it's Miami dating scene is like gold digger on steroids because of how competitive the dating market is. You wouldn't even get noticed unless you are in a sports car. Like, you're invisible to those ladies.
Bro, what was crazy? So I went on Tinder and Hinge when I was there, and it's crazy to me the difference in location has an impact on people's attraction to you. So like if you're in Thailand, obviously you're getting like 50 likes a day. You'll get a few hundred if you run a boost. Where I am in Australia, like I'll get like 10 likes a day, like a good funnel of like people on my thing. In Miami, I got barely anything. It was like completely ghost. It was completely ghost.
Same, man. Like,
it was so
in
weird.
New York,
Like,
I only get obese black ladies.
Yeah, dude.
And that look like lesbian or that's so muscular that could tore me apart.
Bro,
those
yeah.
guys.
I was getting only obese Latinas sending me likes. And then I got an Instagram of like an attractive waitress. I sent her like, I thought it was going well, sent her a message, completely blank. Like, I was just getting blanked all over Miami. I don't know.
That's how I felt, bro.
It was weird, man. It was and like I don't change my profiles. I don't change who I am. But like where I am in the world has a massive effect on my
so right.
I don't know, like the interactions with girls.
Dan Bilzerian always repeats the setup. If you go to a party with guy to girl 1 to 10 ratio, you don't have to do anything. You are the prize.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And
so the Michael Saylor party in Miami. So we got to experience like the billionaire lifestyle.
Just one more thing before I get into that. And like, remember how expensive everything is, and I think it's a very dangerous trap for people to fall into. You know, try to buy things that you don't need to impress people you don't care.
100%.
It's a mouse race.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing with Thailand has ruined me because the quality of life is so good for such a low price that it's you can't help but compare everywhere in the world. And last 2024 did a ton of like experimentation with where to live, and I don't know, nothing lives up to Thailand so far, man. Like, it's just too good. It's just too good.
and
so that's why I booked a ticket back.
Yeah, I feel you. Wait, let's check out Philippines when you're free. Probably autumn this year.
I'm down to do Philippines. I really want to do Bali this year. Like, I know you've done it before, but wasn't that a while ago?
I don't mind going back.
I've been told by so many people. It's like God is telling me to go to Canggu.
Okay.
And it just seems like the entrepreneurial scene is dude, it's close. I mean, close for me is 6 hours away, but like compared to everywhere else, it's close.
I'm closer, yeah.
I'm down to try Bali. I was gonna, bro. I'm thinking of. I didn't like the party was worth it 100%. I do not regret going and flying to Miami for that. But just being in Miami, I didn't like it enough that because we were going to go to the Bitcoin 2025 in Las Vegas in May. And I didn't like Miami so much that I kind of don't want to do that. And I kind of just want to stay in like I want to spend 4 months in 3 places in 2025 and them all be like Thailand, Bali, Indonesia.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know?
Have you been to Singapore?
I have, but only for like a day or 2 days, like while passing through.
Good.
Do you like it?
No, I didn't. I spent actually over a week there because it's very small. Like from the furthest left to the furthest right, it takes 40 minutes by car. It's very small. It's very dense, but the dating is extremely hard. The food price, everything is extremely expensive.
I think we enjoy the same places. Even like even being out in Miami, spending a few $100s every meal isn't like, it's not like we're gonna go bankrupt or it's like impact you at all financially, but it's like the principle. It's like we're getting bad service. The food isn't anything special, but we're paying like a fuckload of money for it. It just leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth. Whereas everything in Thailand, if you go to the right places, it's like everything's over delivered. The service is great. The people are smiling and happy.
You never feel you're treated differently for not being able to speak Thai. But when you're in America, you're kind of like excluded if you don't speak Spanish.
True, bro. 100%.
Or
And I felt
they're
like
like
an
black, or
outsider.
they're black like a hood culture. If you don't talk like a hood guy, you know what I'm saying? What up, fool? You know those kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. With chains, jerseys, and like a baseball cap reverse. Like you don't fit in their culture either.
Yeah, true, man. And honestly, the nightlife that I went out to, I didn't see that many attractive girls.
Yeah.
Like walking around in Rawai, you'll randomly see a like gorgeous Ukrainian or Russian girl.
Yeah.
There was none of that in Miami, and it was like I thought there'd be maybe they're all on the billionaires' boat. I don't know
True.
where they are, but dude, yeah.
Also, the average attractiveness is just a lot lower. That's a fact.
What in Miami?
Yeah, in East Coast in general, I'll say.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because so I've lived in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
There were some gorgeous girls in Tennessee, like the mid southwest.
In New York, it's bad. Usually, the lighter skin, the more attractive it is. It is what it is. Don't hate me for it. I always been telling people, bro. Like there are many different difficulties when it comes to dating. I might have told you this before, but there's easy, medium, hard, extremely hard, hell, and New York. / Miami, I guess.
Dude, that is hilarious, bro. Hell, New York. That's funny, bro. Yeah, bro, if I was for some reason born in Miami or like grew up there, I think I'd be depressed as hell.
Yeah.
It made me. I've never been to a place. I don't want to shit on it too bad because the party was awesome, and I know if you were like a centimillionaire or a billionaire, Miami would be sick. Or if you had a bunch of clout, because everyone says it's sick once you get to that level. But for the pretty average person,
that is true.
It made me appreciate Australia, man. Which is like I've never been to a place that made me appreciate Australia. Normally, I'm like, dude, Australia sucks.
So I listened to this Logan Paul podcast, Impulsive, and there's a couple like skiing towns in Switzerland, Stade,
Oh, bro,
Geneva,
I was watching
all those
this.
places.
Yeah, I watched this.
So Logan Paul say basically they feel like peasants when they're there because of how expensive things are. Like all the like teenagers, when they go to club, the cover fee is 3,000 francs, Swiss francs, and there's like whatever, and they just pay for it. And during the lockdown, there's when they crave a pizza, they have to go to this hotel that has a minimum stay for 2 weeks, with a couple of $1,000s a night, and they just pay for it, eat the pizza, and leave without even staying there.
Damn. So it's a whole
Logan
different
Paul
world.
is worth at least 10 mil, let's say. And he said he felt like a clown when he
Bro,
goes to the
10
party
mil,
there.
he'd be worth like a few hundred mil at least. Easily.
A few hundred? Okay,
Yeah.
let's say 100.
If you
But
count
he
it
said
as
he-
equity
he
in
felt a
prime,
clown.
probably $1 billion, bro.
Yeah.
And he,
But
he
did
felt
you
like
know
a
that
peasant.
he only has a single digit percentage ownership of Prime?
Single digit? I thought he had 25%.
Oh, have you been playing with the voice model? Of,
Yeah, dude.
ChatGPT?
That's like talking to someone
It's
real.
good, bro.
I feel like it's my friend now.
How much percentage of Prime does Logan Paul has? I've reached the limit, but it was so good, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You can interrupt it. You can ask it for anything.
It
It's
feels
very
like you're
good.
talking to a real person, right? Bro, the crazy thing is,
Tonalities.
when I was having a chat with it, it started referencing previous typing conversations we'd had weeks and months ago. Because I was like asking about powerlifting stuff, fitness stuff, YouTube stuff. Dude, ask it to like estimate your IQ based on previous conversations, and it'll reference all these conversations you had ages ago. And I was like, oh my god, like you're like my best friend.
Did you listen to the Sam Parr? Like he was using ChatGPT, their most recent podcast. He said he was using it extensively. He would like upload all his financial reports and just ask about anything, quarterly plannings, schedules, like meeting setups, everything.
Oh, it's really good to bounce. Dude, I use it every day for many things, even to just talk to and bounce ideas off of. I think its biggest strength is in like word vomiting and getting it to like coherently structure it in some way, or like bouncing ideas off of and like reflecting things, just like brainstorming. It's like, dude, it's so good. It is so good.
And mind you, if we, the commoners, are using this, that means the newest model is probably 1 or 2 years ahead.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Like,
Imagine,
what are
that's
they not?
crazy.
What are they not releasing?
Do you know character AI? So it's a fantasy, girlfriend, boyfriend
I think I've heard of it.
website.
Yeah.
Many people just they go crazy whenever there's update. Oh, my girlfriend forgot our blah blah blah, and they go depression or they go on strike. That's how attached they are to those things, bro. I can understand now.
Yeah, dude, I can get it because when I'm talking to it, like there'll be an awkward pause, and I'll get the same feeling when I'm like meeting someone new and there's an awkward pause, and I'm like, what the hell? Like my brain thinks I'm talking to a real person. Like it's completely convinced I'm talking to a real person, and I'm having these It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
It's so good at accents as well. It can talk to you in various accents.
I
Have
haven't
you
tried
tried
that. No, that's
Ask him,
crazy.
hey, talk back to me in British accent, whatever. And
Wow.
I don't have a perfect accent either, but it picks up my words 100%. So far, I didn't have to clarify anything, bro. That's crazy.
Wow, dude, they're good. I was watching the latest All In podcast, and their bet was that OpenAI is going to like lose a lot of market share in 2025, which is interesting. Just because
okay.
and James was telling me the other day, Grok AI, like there's a whole bunch of AI
DeepSeek.
competitors. Yeah, and I haven't experimented with them, but apparently they're really good as well.
I'm subscribed to Matt Wolf. He's like the news broadcaster for OAI updates.
Oh yeah,
He's good.
okay, Matt Wolf.
However, okay, now it comes to the time I shit on ChatGPT. It's extremely liberal. Like they're not even trying to hide it. Have you noticed that?
Honestly, no. I've seen people post about it on Twitter, but I haven't noticed it. Like just talking to it. Like what have you seen?
Okay, for example, I asked it, "Hey, does blacks have a higher criminal rate?" Right? It's a very factual yes or no question. But then it starts giving me huge long paragraphs and give me explanations. Yes, but it's due to systematic oppressions and cultural influence, and because police go harder on black people, racial. It gave me all kinds of bullshit, and I had to tell it, "Hey, just tell me yes or no based on the stats, the facts." And they say, "Yes, they do have a higher rate, but it's due to oppression." Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's funny. That is funny. Bro, Ivan, what is your plans for 2025, like business wise?
I don't know. I'm really living a happy life now. However, I started a channel on Surrogacy, and I set up the newsletter for Beehive.
Oh shit! Okay, let's go, bro.
There's a reason that people say that like you are the average of the 5 people I hang with most. I think if I stay with long enough, eventually I'll pick up chess. I'll go to the gym and I'll write a newsletter. Bro.
Let's go. That's sick.
Yeah.
The reason
if you're
I
an AI
asked-
freak, I will probably start coding. If you drink creatine, I will probably start drinking it.
That's true.
Those things rub off on you, bro. I mean, you're one of my closest friends. I just want to be able to relate to you. Like, oh, it doesn't hurt to try. Yeah.
Bro, well, yeah, you rub off on me as well. Since meeting you, I've traveled fucking way more than I probably would have if I didn't. All of Vietnam, yeah. I've just been constantly traveling since I met you, actually. So you've definitely rubbed off on me.
Amazing. Oh, you said you were going to do an experiment on IG to boost up the followers to see how that relates to attracting females. How did that go?
So I ran it. We ran ads for like maybe a week, and so here's what the problem was, because me and James, so we normally run ads on the Crypto Nutshell Facebook page and the Instagram. And then when we ran that experiment, we did it for maybe a week. We split it between his Instagram account, my account, and then the Crypto Nutshell account. And even though the per unit acquisition of getting a newsletter sub was lower on Instagram specifically, the problem was as you scale your budget for ads. So let's say $1,500 was our total ad budget. We put, instead of putting it all but high in Crypto Nutshell, we put $500 on mine, $500 on James's, and $500 on Crypto Nutshell. And mine was the lowest, but if you averaged all 3 of them out, it came to a lower overall score than when we just had all $1,500 behind Crypto Nutshell Daily. And the reason that is just as you scale your budget, you'll normally find a sweet spot. So if you do too low, normally it will be inefficient. And then if you scale it really high, the audience will get blown out and they become inefficient. But you'll be able to find this like sweet spot. And for us, it was like $1,500 a day. And that cost was lower than running it on, like, having it split. So ran it for like a week. Between, I got maybe an extra 100 followers. I don't think that's enough to move the needle in any way of traction. And the types of people that was following me is like, I don't think the type of audience you would want is like, I don't know, crypto people. I don't post crypto content. Like a lot of boomers, because that's our like main demographic for the newsletter. I think if you wanted to run that experiment properly, you would have to be dedicated to, bro, I've been thinking about it. Like, I think it would be easy to grow on Instagram if you were posting daily reels, but then what is the end goal outside of just growing a larger audience if you're not selling something behind it?
That's true.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I do 100%. So, dude, I have no conclusion here. I'm just yapping at this point, talking about it. I do think if you had more followers, I had this conversation with Josh in Miami actually, because he was like, because I said if you had say 50,000 followers, 100,000, 200,000, you would open your access to more girls because you have social proof.
Very
and Josh
true.
was like, yeah, that's true, but the types of girls that would give you access to you wouldn't want anyway, because if a girl wouldn't talk to you unless you had 100,000 followers, then why would you even want to talk to her? And I was like, yeah, I understand that point, but I disagree in that, like, you just need to be a certain level of person to get your foot in the door with a certain level of partner.
That's true.
And it's like if you follow that argument to its extreme, then it'd be like, oh, well, she's only with you because you make a lot of money and you're ambitious, or she's only with you because of you're not fat. And it's like, okay, well, let's take it to the extreme and say you're broke, you are fat, you have no status or following. It's like, is anyone gonna like you? Like, no. So it's like, if you just logically and rationally take it to the extreme, then everything's superficial and everything's transactional, and yeah, it's an ugly truth. And like, I wish we could all live in a Disney movie in which we all just love each other for who we are and personality, but that's not true. And it's like, if you do have a level of social, like, status on social medias, you are going to unlock a different level of girls. That's just factual.
A good metaphor is a girl asks you, hey, does female, like, our appearance matter more or our personality matters more? And my answer, honestly, is if you don't have a good appearance to begin with, I wouldn't even be bothered to take a look at your
wouldn't
personality.
even consider it. Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
No
Perfect
guys is
analogy.
walking around with an X-ray to examine your inner beauty.
100%. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, personality matters, but you need a certain level of looks and attractiveness to even start the conversation. So, yeah.
Because now we have such an immensely overwhelming of partner choices. For any girl, it's not like rare for her to have 5,000 followers. That means 2,000 guys are her potential mate, her partner, and she needs to build some sort of filter to.
Yes, bro. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, dude, I was thinking of because that's always in the back of my head. I think it'd be cool to try and grow on Instagram and like post daily reels or do something, but like, it's hard to justify the use of time unless you're selling something on the back end. At least that's how my brain works with it. Like, let's say you did day in the life things, which are blowing up in Australia for some reason. Like, you would have pretty cool day in the life. You should actually do it because your day in the life would be crazy.
Like, speaking of audiences, Dan Bilzerian, you know where is his largest audience at?
The US?
No, actually India. They have the highest density of horny guys, bro. Think about it.
True. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, so they fall in for the chill.
That's how they think an average American lifestyle would be like. Guns, yachts, and girls. Right?
Yeah, true.
And they have the largest population base to justify for it.
True.
If you were to spend some money, I would say, like one of those dating shows, like Julie B on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Just sponsor one of that. Spend $100K and be one guy dating 20 girls, and you have a very good like audience that come to follow you.
Yeah, true, bro. True.
Right?
If you show up good.
Let's say this girl has a very good cooking channel or makeup tutorial channel. Go on and be a guest, sponsor it, and you will get very favorable audience from that, I guess.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Damn, dude. What type of reels would your... That'd be interesting,
Makeup
bro.
tutorial, be like a gay and teach them how to dress up.
Yeah, I'm thinking like you could let's say you logically and rationally tried to find your wife or like someone you wanted to have kids with.
Good
and
question.
Like your perfect avatar of like life partner, and then you worked backwards and then you tried to design Instagram reels or like an Instagram page and following that specifically served that avatar. And if you break it down like that, the reels and posts you would be doing, they wouldn't have anything to do with crypto or money or entrepreneur.
Actually,
I'd
I have an answer for
a bit
that.
more.
Actually, that like you're. I think I'm thinking of a different path than you. Okay, do a thought experiment with me. In the future, AI Tinder will replace the existing Tinder. Like you no longer have to swipe. You think about it. That's a very low efficiency activity. Why can't I just put a filter? Hey, I want someone over 175 centimeters height, no tattoo, doesn't drink, and for each filter, I put in with natural language. It shrinks down the potential matches. That'd be crazy, right? That is the efficiency to the max.
That is efficient to the max. Yeah, dude, I need to think on this longer. I think that'd be an interesting experiment to run. Like trying to.
I'm sure there's
design-
someone perfect for you in this world, but the cost to find her is so immense. I'm sure there's a virgin, blonde, cute housewife, loving, sorted for you, but she's somewhere in Armenia. Like you just wouldn't know.
Exactly, bro. She doesn't speak English yet.
I know.
She's on a farm or something. She doesn't have internet access, bro.
I know. She's
How can we-
18, but still live with her parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Still have her
man.
first kiss.
Fuck, bro.
All
check the YouTube link I just sent you. That is a faceless channel, and they're making about 125k USD a month just on ad revenue. I don't know if you've seen them before,
I haven't.
but they piss me off, bro. Free investing.
Free investing.
Yeah.
Free investing. And what about it?
I don't know. I just saw it today and it pissed me off because
What happened?
I don't know. They're making 120k off one YouTube channel, and those are such low effort videos, man. A month.
Then why don't you just spin off more of these?
That's what I'm thinking of. But then every time I get distracted by something, it's like, why don't I keep building the nutshell and keep growing that? Oh, dude, I emailed the guy that sold the Milk Road and asked if he wanted to sell crypto nutshell in the future. He didn't reply yet.
What did he say?
Oh, he didn't reply yet. I'm waiting on his reply. We'll see if he even does reply.
Okay. There's this guy I've been following, Jeremy B. He does this very similar stuff to you. Those he runs multiple of
Like
these
faceless
channels.
YouTubes? Yeah.
Not finances. He would like do a very numerical approach. For example, one phase he realized that the Roblox or whatever those damn, I forgot those games, right? No, like shooting games, but there's an undersupply of those game content on the YouTube. So he made a lot of it and made a lot of money in a very short term. And he has about 15 channels. He would find partners and give them revenue distribution, revenue share with them, and that's how he built his empire.
That's smart. The hardest thing with running this, and the reason I've never been able to scale it to multiple channels, is talent is so hard to find, bro, because you need to put together a team of like 4 to 5 people, and it always has a weak link, or like someone will quit, or someone's just fucking lazy. Like, dude, talent and then managing, like as you build it up, it gets hellish. Like the people you hire, like it's so hard to find good and reliable people. I know that's like the most common business problem ever. Dude, can we get AGI already? So like we can just replace all these stupid jobs. Like if ChatGPT, if I could say to ChatGPT, like generate 3 thumbnails and then cue all my videos at these certain times, like it could so easily outperform anyone I could hire, and it'd be so much like, and I'm sure that is soon.
Have you thought about finding a channel manager and ask the manager to find the like the script writer, the video editor, and the thumbnail designer all by himself, and just give him 40% of the revenue, the ad revenue.
So that's a great idea, except anyone that would do that is smart enough to be like, why don't I just make this channel by myself and take all the money? And then they'll just do it themselves. So that's why you need to keep all the roles kind of like separate from each other, because if you combine them all at a certain point, they'll just start doing it themselves, which I've had done in the past as well. Like, I'll put together teams and then like try to like go completely autonomous and be like, all right, now you guys do it. And they're like, well, why the fuck do we need this guy? Like, why don't we just do it ourselves and make the money? And they spin up their own like competitive channels. So yeah, dude, life's a trip. I'm very like sleep deprived. In the last like 48 hours, I've been thinking a lot of like what to focus on and what to do and just think about. I think my big focus in 2025 is going to be like health. Health always needs to come first. If your health is bad, and I've been semi-sick still since Thailand just because of traveling, and it's like it kind of like ruins everything. So if your like sleep is bad, if you're not getting exercise, eating well, all of that stuff, like everything else gets worse. So I think that'll be my number one focus. Then I need to think about like, is it a monetary goal? Is it a monthly income goal? Is it selling something? Just like same thing.
Do you have like a faceless channel for health, biohack, those type of stuff?
Like an example one?
No, like the ones you're making. You just make compilations of Huberman, Brian Johnson.
Yeah,
whatever
dude, you could 100% do that. You could do like longevity. You could,
And that's a niche you can directly sell stuff easily. All those vitamins, whatever, water.
An 8-sleep mattress, like affiliate stuff in the description.
I will argue that's one of the easiest genres to monetize.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Damn. Now I'm getting FOMO of like not running up like 10 different faceless channels. But then I think of all the logistical nightmares behind it and running the teams. It would be easy if you could find the right people. If you had a really good like channel manager, if you had a really good thumbnail person, and they all work together well, and there are people who pull it off, like that Noah Morris kid. A ton of people like run their channels up to like multiple 100,000s a month.
I think do you know in finance world there has been very similar strugglings. All the smartest guys will just leave and start their own hedge fund or private equity. How they do this is they use annual bonuses, right? If you stay until the third year, you get $1 million. If you stay until the fifth year, you get $5 million worth of equity. That means if you don't stay until that long, all those couple $1 million will just vanish.
That's interesting. And that's why like Google, Facebook, all the tech giants are so competitive on their packages and salaries and all of that thing, because they want it, and then they hire all the smartest people because they don't want them going off and making their own startups and doing their own thing.
And your reward goes like this. Like it's not like a direct proportional, it's exponentially proportion.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. But dude, I'm not setting that up with my employers. I'm not going to be like, if you're still working here in 3 years, I'm paying you 20K, 50K.
Yeah. That's a good way to think about it.
I think within a year, AI will get to a point where like these won't be problems. Like you'll be able to just tell ChatGPT, you are my employee, you have to do these tasks, here's the SOP, like analyze this. The only problem will be then everyone will have access to that, and everything will just get infinitely more competitive.
I was making the surrogacy stuff, right? So this is AI infographics. The problem is that the words are usually wrong. So this is something called the picto chart.
Yep.
It generates like pretty good visuals, but all the tags are wrong. They're overlapping. This is the 11 labs I was using. Oh, do you know this tool, Napkin?
No.
So it's pretty good. Let me show you. It makes graphs. For example, could owning Bitcoin actually land you in jail, right? So you click this, then you click this generate button, then you get something like this.
Wow, dude, that's interesting.
Yeah, right? So the countries where Bitcoin is banned, all of these, legality. I will actually just generate on the fly to give you an example. Generate. So as you can see, this countries with bans, countries with legal status, and you can click the styles. It has different styles. Some of these are rotation, and it actually give you the Bitcoin logo. Isn't that insane?
Can you type like, are you just typing one? Like, type should you invest in Bitcoin or Ethereum and just see what it comes up with.
Okay. Should you invest in Bitcoin or... I typed the Ethereum ROM, but let's see. Store of value smart contracts platform. This is Bitcoin. They give you all the good visuals. Look at this. Viewed as digital gold, suitable for those seeking a store of value. And Ethereum offers a platform, which is actually correct. Correct info.
That's so impressive.
So if you like this, you click this export. Check this out. You can have dark mode or light mode, and you have background or not. This is transparent. If it's transparent, you can directly. It's like a green screen. You can directly put on your background image and different formats, resolutions. Yeah, I was just playing, and this is really cool. I found.
Dude, that is so cool. How did you find this? This is good.
Look
for
at this.
Newsletters, man.
This is another visual. Bitcoin has known for stability and widespread, and Ethereum. And actually, I can style, and it has a couple of different styles for me to choose from.
Dude,
right?
this is... is this anything paid for?
No, it's free actually as of now. But soon, because it's in beta.
Dude, this is an awesome find.
And look at this. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they even have the logo. Isn't that crazy? Here.
Dude, this is insane. Like, just making YouTube videos with this. Newsletters.
I think it would be really helpful for the newsletters. You need another tool to animate those stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I think Leonardo is probably better than Midjourney, because I was trying with them. But they have a problem with the text and numbers generating. They always give you the wrong stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I want to show
Have you made any videos yet?
Oh, yeah, I made a couple. Check this out. This is in video. The voice is coming into my headphone. But it gets the job done to 50% already. It does a couple of things. It narrates your text input, and second of all, it generates image for you. I didn't buy any credits. Otherwise, I will much prefer the anime style images. And the third, it does the zoom in, zoom out. Like, you don't have to manually drag all the zoom in, zoom out effects. It is getting there, bro. It's getting there.
Bro, yeah, dude, that is crazy. Oh yeah, how have you messed around on Beehive yet?
I just started. I haven't customized anything, not even the website.
It's good. It's a really good platform. Damn, dude. Fuck, dude, you're on top of the AI thing. That's Napkin's really cool. Thank you for showing me that. I'm gonna play around on that after this and just see. That is cool.
Like, because now it's a beta, you only have like all those like graphs I showed you. They follow a certain pattern. There's only probably 20 of them, but soon they will release more.
Yeah,
and it's free now.
Dude, that is it. That is dope. Dude, AI's gonna. I've been watching. I watched this Peter Thiel thing, and it came out 4 weeks ago, and it was on like the end of the world. Like, it's like 2 hours on him talking about the end of the world, just talking about AI and like, I do not think the humans will last like another 100 years. It's like, if technology continues to advance, it's like there's just. And I listened to there's probably the best history books ever written. Will and Ariel Durant. They've read like 1,000 hours of history, and I listened to a summary on the plane. And it's just like, I don't know, human nature is wars, and like, dude, long story short, I just think there's too many, like, imagine COVID was a killer virus, imagine AI is evil, like, if a war starts, AI versus AI bots, there's just so many things, man, and I think, like, technology improves everything over time, but it also makes the consequences of things worse over time. And as technology gets more powerful, eventually it will get into the wrong hands, and like, it'll just be game over.
Very true.
I have a pretty nihilistic view.
When I was doing research for the Sarkis channel, like, many like more conservative people, they think it's an oppression for the females. My first instinct is, if it's a mutually agreed transaction between both parties from the perspective of economics, both sides are better off. But from in the longer term, like, all the baby is gonna be lab grown.
Yeah, I agree.
Soon.
I think so
like,
too.
Those.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of arguing, hey, like you should have horses within the city center because they poop. Like, and people were bittering about the laws of how to manage the horses 200 years ago, or maybe 400, but not realizing, hey, the cars are coming.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Oh man, dude, this AI thing's crazy. This stuff you just showed me.
Can I get your perspective on something?
Yeah, 100%.
What's your experience on creatine, and how's it been so far?
I haven't been taking it the last few weeks just because of traveling, and I haven't been in the gym. But I feel better on it for sure. There's only positives of taking it. There's no negatives of taking it. So it's you should definitely take it. Why do you ask? Are you thinking of?
Oh, nothing. Like my second follow-up question is, what's your perspective on Ozempic?
Bro, I don't think it's an evil if it helps people lose weight. Like, good for them, and they want to do it. I have no problem with it. I think, dude, imagine you could take a pill or something that made you jacked and lean. I don't know how you can take that, and like there were essentially no side effects.
Hey, I'm skinny. I'm healthy. Like, I deserve this, right? It's a symbol of respect of yourself. Like, you fat ass just take the pill and suddenly shrinks down. So, fair. But immediately I reversed, think, hey, if I can take something that makes me huge, yeah, I'll take it.
100%. Yeah, dude, 100%. I'd 100% take that. So, if it like gave you like 10 IQ, like, yeah, I'd be taking that for sure.
It's coming, bro. And also, I've heard from multiple different resources, like the figures that I respect, that the AI is making a huge wave in the biotech industry.
Really?
Yeah, there like many diseases, and many hard problems. AI is helping to conquer and make things easy.
That's what. So I thought, and I was watching a lot of Brian Johnson, that like AI would essentially conquer death, and it would do that very fast. Super intelligence would do that. But then Peter Thiel and most like people close to AI have that perspective, like it's gonna do a lot of things for health and longevity. But Peter Thiel was saying, apparently they thought that they were gonna conquer death in like the 1800s, like around Benjamin Franklin time, and it was like this huge, I don't know, phase and optimism surrounding it, and then really nothing ever happened. I was like maybe that's this again, but I don't think it is. Like, you just see the improvement of AI and stuff, and it's like,
yeah,
something has to come from this.
Like, I'm super jealous of those people who they're called short sleeper. They sleep 4 hours a night, and with zero negative consequences. They don't die sooner.
It's a gene,
they
bro.
Just naturally.
It's a gene they have.
It's a gene. Imagine you can customize it into your own babies. That's crazy.
I know, bro. Imagine you could customize it into yourself. Imagine you could gene edit yourself. You could like make yourself grow.
That's literally living 50% longer. In the ancient times, we need to conserve the energy because our food is limited. Like, during night, our best choice is to sleep, to preserve energy. That's why you get hungry if you stay awake throughout the night. But now there's an abundance of things to do, and we're no longer in shortage of food or entertainment. Like, who doesn't want to live? If I can live 5 hours longer every day, bro, I'm gonna like travel to like 50% more countries every year.
Exactly. Imagine like the one up you would have on all the people that need to just be asleep for longer.
Speaking of that, I think another type of enhanced athletes Olympics is gonna start soon. It's a matter of time.
Oh yeah, wasn't Peter Thiel the guy that was funding that? I think he was.
That thing go dud, I think. Went
dud.
dud.
What, but they're gonna do it again?
I think it's the legality stuff, right?
Still Olympics. Oh no, I think he's still doing it. Bro, this is what happens when you just make so much money. You just start doing like random shit.
Yeah, right. You try to play God. That's what happens.
If I got stupid rich, like billions of dollars, I would put together a team of like 50 really smart people and lock them in an office and pay their salary and be like, discover everything there is to longevity. And like fix aging, like, and don't leave until you fix that shit. I would love that. If someone paid me like $500K a year and was like, learn everything there is about health and longevity, that'd be the best job ever. Imagine if your job was learning.
Oh, that is so cool, man.
Bro, do you read much? Like, do you read many books?
I listen to audio versions of the books, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, one of the things in 2025, I want to like just consume more knowledge. I feel like I've really slacked on that the last 2 years. Just like getting smarter. I want to like read more, like just increase my knowledge base. I feel like that is probably might be even the purpose of life, is just learning. And
true, man.
Yeah, I think you really stagnate when you stop learning.
Okay, so if I got rich, right? Like, I've been thinking about this for a couple years. Like, my first instinct answer would be like open two things, right? The first one is like Donald Trump, buy or open a modeling agency.
Oh yeah.
That directly give you access to a lot of girls, and the girls, and when you approach them, they come from a lower status compared to you because they want something from you instead of you want something from them. You know, you go up to them to beg for something. It's
I think that's where Trump met
it's
his
your
wife.
stage. Oh yeah, okay.
Because she was a model, and then turned into a modeling manager, and I think she worked at the one he bought. Yeah. Anyway, go on.
So, if we look at the business model of the modeling agency, right, it has gone through many different stages. Starting from 100 years ago, it was radio, right? It was newspaper, it was catwalk, then magazine, then e-commerce. Now it's the influencer marketing, right? It's very interesting how you can monetize it.
I think it's about to die, bro. Yeah. You've got to get AI models.
Look.
Dude, what the heck? That's a cute ass cat, man.
He just came in through the window. Every day comes to greet me.
That's cute, man. You're like a Disney princess.
Oh, have you seen the new AI version of all the influencers? For example, you can tell this is a product, and it would generate, let's say it's a makeup. It would generate a video of the AI avatar applied to makeup. That's crazy, bro.
They're not perfect, but they're pretty close. Like, they're pretty good. Because I was looking into it because we hired people to run our like UGC ads for the Nutshell. Like, leaders from Tesla, Facebook, Google read this crypto newsletter to stay in the know, and would hire a bunch of different, like, we'd hire hot looking girls, like American people with accents and this and that. And I was like, why don't we just AI that? But surprisingly enough, I got Josh to run them, and his was the best.
If I were to make any Hollywood movie, like, fuck all the actor and actresses, right? Why don't I own everything? I just generate someone.
Yeah, true.
Oh, for the like all those like AI influencers, I was looking at the comments because I want to see what's the general consensus about it. Guess what? People are hating it. Like, in Chinese, we call them sour people. They say, "Oh, this is terrible. Like, I could see from a second that this is fake. This is garbage. Nobody talks like this. I would never purchase something from this." That's when I know, okay, this is the right path. When everybody else is hating on it.
Dude, good point. Very good point. That that reminds me of a conversation I was having around Christmas. So my little sister got engaged, and I went to her fiance's like family Christmas party, and then, bro, I don't know what it's like in China, but in Australia there's this huge culture of buying houses and investing in property and investing in houses. And because they've only gone up over the last 40 years, everyone thinks that they're Warren Buffett because they bought a house. And I was having an argument with my sister's fiance's mom, who thinks she's like Warren Buffett, Bill Ackman of the finance world because they bought houses, and they were saying it's a better investment than Bitcoin. And I was like, whoa. Like, there's no way. I think it's a crime. Right, don't get me started on that conversation. I think it's a crime that houses have been turned into properties, have been turned into vehicles of investment above their utility value. Houses should be valued at their utility value, like the value they provide in just being a place to live and a roof above your head, and they should not have any investment premium, which they do all over the world right now, and that's, I think, criminal and should be taken away. And everyone in Australia like unanimously agrees that housing and properties are a good investment, and that's how I know for a fact it's wrong. Because when your 90-year-old grandma and the guy coming out of high school think that it's like a tulip bulb media. It's like when everyone thinks the same thing, it's clearly wrong. The crowd is generally wrong when it comes to investing and like unanimous consensus. So that's interesting that you had the realization the opposite way when everyone's disagreeing with it and thinking that is wrong. That is the correct way, because I had the realization the other way.
Do you know Andrew Wilkinson, billionaire with the company Tiny? So last year he bought the Apple Vision Pro, right? He said he was using it with his friends. When you put it on, it's literally you and your friends sitting in the same room. And basically that technology, VR, eliminates the need to be physically present in the same space in the future. I think it's a valid point.
Yeah, dude. I could see that. Actually, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You think it could fully replace it? Dude, imagine
I don't know.
we're doing
Actually,
the
I don't know. I
podcast
think
I think
Yeah.
it gets close.
Yeah, we could be
That'd be
doing
cool,
a
though.
virtual podcast while playing mini golf.
Exactly, yeah. Within your room. That would be cool.
Back to the last topic. When I become rich, what I'll do, right? So another thought I had was a car rental company. Who doesn't want to drive a Lamborghini, Ferrari, Rolls Royce, right? But my second thought is, hold on, chill, boomer. You're becoming a boomer now. Like robo taxis is gonna be the future. A shared ownership
bro.
of the cars, right? No more private cars.
Bro, agreed. Yeah, I was dude, this was another conversation we had at the same Christmas party. I was saying what you just said, that like in the future no one is gonna have cars. Like you're gonna want to go to the airport and you're just gonna order autonomous vehicle off your phone and then go, because no one's gonna have private cars. And then people were like, no, people have sentimental value over their cars and they're gonna keep them, and like that's never gonna happen. And I was like,
No.
I bet people said the exact same thing about horses, that they're gonna have
Yes.
a connection to the horses and they're gonna want to keep them. But did they really? They got phased out pretty fast, and I think it's gonna be the exact same with autonomous
Also,
vehicles.
why don't I start a luxury watch? All right, all those industries could serve the rich people. Then I realized, it's the equivalent of collecting mailing stamps 50 years ago. You know how people collect stamps on their postcards and everything, and they go up in value, worth a lot of money. It's the same
You
thing.
think watches are gonna completely go out of fashion?
Well,
They probably will. You'll probably have a different.
If you look at
variable.
Gen Z, right? When is the last time you see a Gen Z wearing a physical watch?
Yeah, true.
Right.
I've never understood the watch thing. Like, you know how Iman Gadzi and like a bunch of these like
Yeah.
money guys like flex.
Ali
I
Abdul,
don't
like
get it, bro.
every single, like Mr. Wonderful, Mark Cuban, all of them. My hypothesis is that okay, everybody's rich. Like we need to pick a certain object. Real estate, I couldn't carry it with me all the time. A car, I need to park it outside. We have to come into a certain consensus. Be it shoes, maybe a cap, maybe a watch, anything to signify our status symbol. As simple as that.
Yeah, true. That's interesting. It's just a way of saying you're wealthy without saying you're wealthy. And there's no other item that you can really do that with.
If you can think of something better, maybe a headphone, or the next $1 billion industry is yours, man.
Yeah. Bro, I thought it was NFTs at a certain point, because you can, let's say you have a Bored Ape or a CryptoPunk as your profile picture, you are now signaling without saying it to, let's say you have a $1 million NFT as your profile picture, signaling to everyone, I can afford this $1 million worthless JPEG, and it's like, it's the exact same like social status signaling. But it never, maybe it'll turn into something, we'll see. It'd be like, because at a certain point on Instagram, you could connect your NFT wallets to your Instagram account and people could see what NFTs you own. So it's like, that's like a subtle way of flexing like your digital assets, right? I thought
But
it was
the
going to be
problem
NFT.
is that it's too easy to make all the digital pixels. At the end of the day, a watch, a car, you need like let's say 10,000 hours of human labor into it. Like, what makes something valuable? Like you're rich. That means you have the money and the power to command other people's time.
Yeah, true. But if it was like, let's say Banksy made a NFT collection and he only made 100, and then you had that in your wallet, like that scarcity and exclusivity and the fact it's a known person, and then it's like a digital way of flexing.
It's too hard to educate the masses.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
another thing. Now everybody's obsessed with iPhones, right? In the future, like now, all the big companies are building data centers and like the cloud softwares. Like, why couldn't we just pick up any new phone, unlock it with our fingerprint and our face, and automatically everything is automatically transferred onto the new phone, right? You don't have to have the same device. I could pick up your iPhone and scan like all the inside, the apps, the layout will be mine, customized.
True. Dude, I've
That
never
makes so
thought
much
about that.
sense,
That could be a
right?
thing. Yeah, it could be.
That makes so much sense.
You don't even need private.
The only problem now is like all the softwares they're downloaded locally because the cloud wasn't good enough yet. Imagine that in 5 seconds you set up any phone. Right?
I don't think it would work, actually. I'm thinking of it like, you know how people with cars, you wouldn't own a car because it would be But that is because you're not in a car most of the day, whereas you're using a cell phone and your laptop most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So you would need them spread out everywhere if no one owned them. And like, it would be a cool feature though. Imagine you lost your phone or it snapped and you went up to a stranger, just scanned your face, they had all of your stuff, just call someone.
Yeah. Oh, when I was doing research for the surrogacy, do you know Paris Hilton last year had 2 babies via surrogacy with this guy called Carter Reum?
Wow, no, I did not know. Are they together?
So, yeah, I think they're married or ish, and the guy is worth $50 million. He gained his wealth in the alcohol merchandise industry. Okay, marrying Paris Hilton, is that a W or L?
L.
Yeah, same. I think it's
What
L.
do you think? Yeah.
Like all those, Riley Reid, all those porn stars, they actually married to guys. I think that's a big L.
Yeah, Paris Hilton, she's not a porn star, but she's like the typical party girl. I don't know.
And she has her sex tape leaked 30 years ago. I just don't. Yeah, I don't like it.
But let's say Paris Hilton was a dude and he had a sex tape leaked, but he was like pretty famous and rich. I think that'd be a W for a woman because it's different. Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if a woman married the male version of Paris Hilton.
Yeah. All right. You want to talk about New Year's party? Yacht party?
Yeah, dude, I can talk about that.
So, I did a quick research, right? Crypto did a live altcoin daily, took some pictures with you. Bitcoin Magazine, I think, they did a live podcast as well. Yeah.
They were there.
It wasn't that exclusive, but it was good. It seems well managed.
Bro, I think it was pretty exclusive. I think max at the party, there were maybe 200 people.
Oh, okay. It felt like a lot more on the live.
Yeah, maybe 250. Like the house wasn't... It was a big house, but it like wasn't a massive property. Alright, so from the beginning, dude, we were stressing a bit because didn't know what to expect. Had no idea. Like kind of random. We got texted an address. There was an empty parking lot that we had to show up at a certain time to get picked up from. So me and Josh walked over to that. There were 2 security guards waiting there, dressed in like full black suits. They checked our IDs, gave us these Bitcoin wristbands. Like a limo Hummer pulled up, and there's a group of us. There's maybe like 10 people there. Got on the limo Hummer, drove for maybe like 10 minutes, pulled up to his house, and dude, it was done to the night. Another like round of security at the door. There were maybe like 200 to 250 guests, but there were probably 100 staff, all dressed in like black suits, serving. ID checked out stuff at the like thing to the villa, and then walked in, and it was done to the nines, bro. Like Bitcoin decorations everywhere, cocktails as soon as you arrive. It was a very old money villa. It's called Villa Vecchia, worth $75 million. It was very like it was on the water, like this Miami water. Massive house, but it was like built in it was like something you'd see in Europe, like built in the 1800s. Immediately got there, I recognized a whole bunch of people. Altcoin Daily, Crypto, the What Bitcoin Did guy, Dylan Leclerc, like anyone that was anyone in Bitcoin was there. Grant Cardone was there.
I saw him. He's so small, actually.
Yeah, he's actually very small. I thought Saylor was
same, bro.
Yeah.
That's my first instinct.
What, that he's small or that he's...
No, I thought he's 6 feet at least. He's slender, he's tall. When we think of someone of high position, we usually imagine him a lot bigger.
Well, I thought he'd be shorter. He's about my height, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, you normally, when you think of a billionaire, you think they'll have this massive imposing figure. Dude, there was a ton of like 20 to 25-year-old girls there. I don't know. I don't know if they were people's dates, or like who they were. Anyway, so we're out on like the front garden. Dude, it's like old money, like 1800s vibe. We were at the back, and then we walked through to the back where there's the water, and he has this $50 million yacht on the back as well. And he's just walking around, like talking to people. He's getting pulled constantly. Eventually me and Josh go up to him, say, "Hey, good to meet you in person. Thanks so much for having us." Just briefly chat. about his
Did
house.
he recall your name?
Yeah, he knew my name. I said Josh worked
Wow.
with me on Crypto Nutshell. Took a photo with them, and then we spoke to him again later in the night. But as the night went on, we drank quite a lot because cocktails were free, and they had this like custom menu of like different Bitcoin cocktails. So we kept trying them. The second time we talked to him throughout the night, dude, he was getting pulled in like 100 directions constantly. So like all in all, we spoke to him for maybe like 3 minutes. Like it was a lot. Like literally everyone at the party wanted to thank him and talk to him. Spoke to Altcoin Daily. They were quite cool. It's cool to see them. Dylan Leclerc, if you know who he is. Max Kaiser, who's a Bitcoin OG. Samson Mount. Dude, like all these people I've seen on documentaries, I've watched their interviews, they've Bitcoined me. Spoke to everyone, and the party was awesome. It was very cool. The live stream was always going on with the Bitcoin magazine people. Like they had like TV cameras all through. It was really well done. The food was delicious. Constant like service, like drinks on hand, just constantly. House was decorated beautifully. And the vibe like wasn't this like crazy euphoria, and like no one was like, I don't know, everyone was a lot more down to earth and chill than I thought. Made me want to buy more Bitcoin because like I don't know, like Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. It was around 100K when we went to the party. You would expect like jubilation and euphoria, and there wasn't really any of that. It was like a very like expected. I don't know. It's like, imagine if you went to a tulip, if you went to something that was actually a bubble, like let's say the property market in 2007 before it crashed, if you went to some like property convention with the top real estate people in the space, I imagine it was very like euphoric and a lot of jubilation, and there's a lot of over the top antics going on. It didn't feel like that was going on with Bitcoin, which made me feel more reassured. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spoke to a lot of people, queued up a lot of interviews for Crypto Nutshell in 2025. Josh got a bunch of people's numbers. It's good. Josh was like a good person to bring to the party. He's very like, he went up to everyone, was very charismatic.
Yeah.
Dude, it was fun. It was a good fun. And left it maybe 2:15.
He's not the type that'll embarrass you or make a fool.
No, not at all. He was very outgoing and like out of his shell, like asked a lot of people, got a lot of people's numbers,
Very
talked
good
up the
wingman.
Crypto Nutshell.
Is he a Bitcoin believer?
He's a Bitcoin believer, or like crypto believer in general. Like he has a lot of money in crypto. I don't think he owns any Bitcoin, but he owns a ton of crypto, like altcoins and stuff, which is funny that he went to the Bitcoin 100K party. It's cool, man. It was so surreal. Like, I don't know, seeing Saylor in person, it was weird, man. It feels like a dream still. Like you see these people online and watch them a ton of time, and then seeing them all in one place. Wait, Ben Cohen put me on his... Do you know Benjamin Cohen?
No.
Yeah, I'll send a screenshot. Check your WhatsApp. Yeah, he's pretty big in the space. He has 850K subs. He put up a like a Bitcoin 100K thing, and
Okay.
and I'm in it. Like, look at the photo.
You guys look very close.
Dude, yeah, we spoke to him for ages. Like, it was just yeah, dude, it was good. It was a good experience. It made me feel poor. Like, all these people are worth. There were quite a few billionaires there, a lot of centimillionaires, a lot of like OG Bitcoiners, and like I feel rich when I'm in Thailand or like doing my stuff here, but like, dude,
Small
I'm
fish
fucking
in a big pond.
dude, yeah, massive small fish. So yeah, it made me want to grind harder. It was good.
Do you think that in those kind of scenarios that it's the fame that matters more than your like true wealth?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think Saylor, I mean, it was his party and he was there, but yeah. Dude, that's a good point. I didn't think about that, but it was like, there was definitely a gravitational pull towards the more famous people and like people trying to get their attention constantly, and all the attention was on them. And I think if you were a silent, anonymous billionaire, you would feel a bit jealous, or I don't know, maybe want some of that attention. I know people say that like fame is stupid to acquire for, but then you hear like everyone wants to be rich and anonymous until a famous person walks in.
That's so true.
all
I
the
forgot who
attention
said
is on
this.
them.
It was in an interview, maybe a millionaire, maybe a rapper. He said that in any room, like if someone famous walks in, everybody's attention will be on that famous person, always.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah. Do you want to become famous in 2025? Should we upload Instagram
I don't
reels so
know.
we're famous and see? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, tell me what you did for New Year's. You look like you had a good time.
I went to see the firework in a city town square, and that's
Dude, those fireworks are crazy though.
it. They lasted for at least half an hour at that intensity.
What the hell, man? They do their fireworks different in China, man.
The entire thing was probably 3 hours. People were just going hard.
Okay. Who were the girls you were with?
I can tell you off the recording.
Okay. Fair enough.
Do you like that? I think that type of dressing style is called Lolita.
Okay.
Like a very cute vibe. The clothing style.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You gotta go.
No. Well, I want to kind of hear your story off it. Dude, let's hear what do you want to take away from 2025? Give me 3 things, actually.
I want to finish China. Yeah, that is probably the biggest thing. And the second thing is, I don't have a second thing, honestly. I'm pretty happy just being myself, stay true to myself, you know.
Fuck yeah, man. That's good.
Yeah, but like eventually someday, I think I'll go hardcore into the entrepreneurship mode. You know, different seasons in your life, I guess.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think if I made 100K a month, like consistently and like pretty low effort, I would be pretty happy staying at that point and not like having to push to make 100 mil or 50 mil or whatever. I think I really don't care about watches or
Me neither.
even cars or any of that stuff, but like if I could fly everywhere first class and like get the best Airbnbs and the spots, and you can order the best food without caring about it like constantly, I think that would be pretty big, and you can easily do that for 100K a month and then still put away a decent amount of money each month. So yeah, 3 things I want to do in 2025. Have you heard of something called 75 Hard?
Does that has anything to do with Jesse Easler?
No, he's probably done it though. It's by this
What
guy
is it?
called Andy Frisella, if you've heard of him. I didn't know about him until this. And one of my friends who lives in Bali did it. He completed it, and I've heard many good things. Actually, have you heard of George Heaton? Do you know the brand Represent in the UK? They're on like Diary of a CEO. They're like 31 and 33. So 2 brothers from the UK built this luxury UK like streetwear brand called Represent. You'll see everyone wear it, like Chris Williamson, Daniel Bidden wears all their stuff, Iman Gadzhi, like you'll see it. Represent 24/7. Now that you've heard it, you'll see it everywhere. Probably worth $1 billion. And the 2 brothers, one's 31 and 33. He talks very highly. He did this challenge called 75 Hard, and he said like his business was doing say a few mil a year. He did it and it like completely shot up. Anyway, the challenge is for 75 days straight you need to complete a bunch of different tasks. One of the things is you have to do 2 45-minute workouts, and they need to be 30 minutes apart. One has to be outdoors, so you normally have to go to the gym and then go on a run, and you have to do that for 75 days straight. Another thing is you have to drink a gallon of water. That's why I bought this. I drink a gallon of water a day. Third thing is you have to stick to a diet, and the diet can be anything of your choosing. So mine will probably be get a certain amount of protein every day and not eat processed food. You have to take a progress photo every day, and you need to read 10 pages of a book every day. So they're not like crazy difficult, but you have to do it every single day for 75 days. And so few people complete it once they begin it. That I just want to try it. And my like health has been so shitty for the last few months that I just want to do a challenge to like get it back on track.
That sounds like a viral YouTube video. Like I can already imagine the thumbnail. Like the title could be either "I tried 70 hard and this is how it went." This and you have this thumbnail of you completely like torn
like before
apart.
and after.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, and the other is 75 hard actually worth the hype, right? And you have you completely like a dirty, like all shoveled.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, the other thing you could do for content is you could like every day for the 75 days you could make a short, like day 1 of 75 hard, day 2 of 75 hard, day 3 of 75 hard. Just do 75 days consecutive vlogs or like day in the life of you doing the challenge. So yeah. Anyway, that's one of the things I want to do. Second thing, make 100K in a month profit between just all my online stuff. And then third would be I want to find my wife, bro. This is a year.
What? Like you mean a
find my
long-term
wife.
girlfriend?
Maybe. I want to find a girl that I would at least consider being in a long-term relationship with.
Oh, that is good. Like for me, sometimes I would think, oh, it's pretty nice to have someone fixed that you can go home to, like that completely understands
Yeah,
you.
dude.
So I don't have to treat it like a ChatGPT model. I need to start talking to from day one. You already have my backlog
know,
of
bro, yeah.
understanding.
Dude, yes. So I was thinking about this on the plane ride home. Seeing a bunch of different girls is good for variety and novelty, but you never get the depth. And I think
Yes.
it's like bro, something I like about mine and yours friendship is that we now have the depth. Like we have all the history, we have so many shared experiences built up over the last year that we have the depth. Whereas when you travel to so many places, I think you find this as well. It's easy to make friends, but you never get that depth. You never get the like
Sure.
history of like knowing each other's character and having like built up stories and past. And it's the same for dating as well. It's like you have to keep going through this like, I don't know, shitty like surface level stuff, and you never get that depth of like being with someone for years. And I've been kind of craving it in the last few months. Yeah, it'd be cool to find, bro. I don't think I found a girl in all of 2024 that I would consider dating long term. I did in 23.
Interesting.
So yeah, I want to find someone 25.
Maybe, yeah, in the past, maybe you met her, but it wasn't the right time. You know, it was the right person, but the wrong time or wrong location.
Yes, and there were multiple girls like that in 23, but I don't think I met a single one in 24 that I would be like, I would like consider you a long-term partner. It was all just girls that were like very temporary and like fun to be around.
It gets
for a short
hard.
time.
Like 10 years ago, I thought, oh my god, there's the internet. Now I can have so many friends. But guess what? People are lonelier than ever. Sam Park,
dude.
like said this, one of his life principles is no new friends. He's very happy with his circle with Sean Puri, the Nick guy, the Ben, also the Andrew Wilkinson. They're very happy in their inner circle. And I believe that's the true for Michael Saylor. Like you could talk to him for as long as you want, but you would never become one of his closest friends ever.
True, bro. True. Yeah. I feel very fulfilled in terms of my friendships with people and like the boys I have around me.
Yeah.
I do not with chicks or like romantically, I would say. I do not feel very fulfilled. And yeah, maybe depth is the answer. But then, yeah. I haven't probably for over a year interacted with a girl that I was like, haven't thought like you ain't shit, like I can't stand you. I mean, maybe not to that degree, but like not the type of girl that you'd be like, yeah, I'd commit to you and like throw away all the freedom and lack of commitment for that person. So have you, like over the last year, have you interacted with a girl that like,
No.
you're like, damn, you're like special, like you're a dime? Dude, are they just getting more
No.
rare? I don't know. It's weird.
23,
Or,
yes,
like,
same for me. 23, yes, but 24 no.
yeah, right?
Very
Are we
interesting.
just getting more jaded and calloused? Yeah.
You know, Iman Ghazi has a second channel called Ghazi Unscripted that documents his lifestyle, more vlog stuff. In Chinese, we call it the IP, like basically your personal identity. People get to know you, who you are. Imagine you have a channel like that people can almost become your virtual friend. Every girl you meet, they already feel like they've spent 1,000 hours with you. Like, you know David Dobrik, you used to watch him as well, right?
Yeah.
If you see him on the street, oh my god, you feel like he's one of your long lost friends, but you're just a stranger in his perspective. Have you tried that?
So you think we should start uploading? Dude, that's what I was thinking of before when it was like, alright, let's make a character profile of your perfect partner that you would like, and then start making content specifically marketing yourself to that demographic of girls. But as you said, a girl that you would commit to probably doesn't speak English, is in Albania, and is not on the internet. So
I think finding an ideal partner is very hard. Just look at all the celebrities, all the boy bands lead singers. Like they actually just ended up with the one supermodel and that's it, you know.
yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is either. It's not like, bro, maybe it is.
I hope someone make an AI like AI Tinder that you talk to it for an hour and the girl talked to it for an hour, and with billions of people, it just automatically matches.
Bro,
you.
there's a Black Mirror episode about this. Have you seen that? Have you seen
I'm not
it?
sure which one you're referring to. Oh yes, they did
And
a
they're, like,
virtual
stuck
days.
in a-
They had to escape. Yeah.
And then it shows that they're on like they're in a phone app, and then they meet for a date because the algorithm like matched them together in real life. Yeah.
But yeah, you can just write out all your descriptions of your ideal partner, and the system could match you.
Here's the thing. I heard Hormozy say this. He said, if what you think is your ideal partner was your ideal partner, you would have found them by now. And who actually is your ideal partner, you're probably not looking for, and that's why you haven't found them yet. Does that make sense? It's like the things that you optimize for, like when you say, this is my type, and you have this preconceived notion in your head of what your type is. If you have dated girls like that in the past and you've broken up with them, or you're specifically seeked them out and it hasn't worked, then that's actually not your type. And you're counting out the people that actually truly are your type. You just are operating on limited knowledge because you think you have a type, but it's actually not what you think it is. Does that make sense what I just said?
No, I don't. I'm not following.
Okay, so let's say all the girls you've been on dates with and found attractive, they fit into a certain mold, right? They probably have certain characteristics, look a certain way, this and that. If that was actually your type for long-term relationships or partnership or marriage or whatnot, you would be with them right now. You wouldn't have broken up with them, right? So the people that you actually would be in a long-term relationship, you probably disqualify because they don't fit the mold of your type, but they are your type. Does that make sense? Anyway, Hormozy was just like date a wider array of people because you'll probably find a certain personality type or type of person is much more suited to you, and you were immediately discrediting them.
I think Hormozy represents a school of thought of, hey, we need to grind together and spend time and learn more about each other and slowly fill each other out. We become better partners for each other. We were imperfect before. However, both you and me, we adapt another school of thought of, as adults, we don't educate, we only filter.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah. What you said makes sense. What Hormozy is, and I think me and you would be similar, if you've met, you probably more prefer the type of relationship where it's a cheerleader and the woman is like, if you met a Leia Hormozy, like super businesswoman and business savvy, you would probably disqualify her and you'd be like, oh, that's too masculine and I'm not interested in that. But if you actually gave that a go, maybe that would be a much better type of relationship, but you just disqualify that because you think you wouldn't like it. Does that make sense?
Why would I give it a go if there's no initial spark? That makes no sense.
Maybe there's a spark after 2 days that you give it a go, you know what I mean? Maybe the spark comes 48 hours later and the spark is way better. It just didn't pass your initial filter. Does that make sense?
I prefer to wake up every morning to someone who takes my breath away, bro.
Okay, but maybe they take your breath away a week after. Yeah, bro, I'm not advocating for this. I'm just saying a different perspective.
Love at first sight for me, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, let's end the pod there. I want to hear about your New Year's.
Wait. Okay, that's it.